Okay, our very last part to make for our pegboard toy is the mallet, the head of the mallet. So we're going to again open up a new standard.inventor part file, create 2D sketch. We're going to select our XY plane, and we're going to be creating basically the side profile and then revolving it around. So I'm going to choose my rectangle tool, and I'm going to make a rectangle that is 0.875 wide and 3 inches in height. And I'm just going to click on this so I can see my rectangle. Now this is where you can be a little bit creative. If you would like to use the circle tool, you can use the circle tool. You do not have to be worried about essentially how far you come out, but I'm going to come down a little bit, and I'm just going to make this circle, maybe I'll type in 0.325 and hit enter. And if you want, you could use the polygon tool, and you could kind of just make your own little shape with this. 6-sided, you could do maybe a square. It's really up to you on kind of what you want your mallet head to look like. Now, you could do them both circles, which is fine. You could do them both polygons. Like I said, you could change how many sides they have. But this is kind of up to you. You can change the size that you want these to be. You could maybe have a larger size circle here, a smaller size circle there. That's going to be up to you. Then I'm going to use the trim tool, and I'm going to cut away those parts so that leaves that open. Again, just going to kind of trim away these edges here. And then I'm going to finish my sketch. Let me zoom out a little bit. And then I'm going to use what's called the revolve tool. It's going to select the profile. As long as this is blue, you're fine. It's clicked on the axis. So if you hover over that, it's going to tell you to select the axis. So it's asking you, where do you want this profile to revolve around? So I'm going to click this line, and when I do, it revolves that profile 360 degrees. You could always change that to be half, but we want it to be full for our mallet head. And then just hit enter or click on the green check mark, and you'll notice I've kind of got my completed mallet head. Now, like I said, you can have kind of a different look. This is what that hexagon look is. This is with the circle. And then I'm going to chamfer these edges here. I'm going to change that distance. I'll do 1/16 of an inch. Click here, just to round those over. Okay, now the last part of our mallet is to add this hole where the mallet handle goes. So in order to do that, what I have to do is go back and just click on this plus mark where it's the origin folder, and I got to click on that XY plane. And then I'm going to click on my plane tool, because we can't draw on a round surface. So what I did is just basically brought that plane forward so that now I can create a sketch on this plane. And you have to actually move to the outside edge in order to be able to click on that to draw on it. I'm just going to kind of move this up, zoom in a little bit, and I'm just going to place a point. I'm going to look for that black line as kind of my center line. So I'm just going to try to get this close to the center, but I'm going to still dimension it so that I know that the distance from the very edge to this point should be 1.5. So change that distance to 1.5, hit enter. And then this one's a little bit tricky. I want the distance from here to kind of this point, let's see, to be, where is it? I just had it, there you go. To be 0.875 is right in the center. And once we have this dimensioned, we're going to finish our sketch and then click on our hole tool. And we're just going to kind of change, this is fine, this is fine. We want our distance to be 0.875. and then our width to be 0.675. Or is it? I'm sorry, it's 0.625. Yes. Okay. And then click on OK. And then lastly, we're going to click on the thread tool, and we're just going to select that circle, the inside circle, and click apply and close that out. And now we've got our finished mallet. If you would like to get rid of this plane, if you click over here, if you right click on it, just uncheck where it says visibility, and now that plane will disappear. And again, go up, you can change your color. And then save your part, save as, and then do, we'll call this mallet head, your initials, and click on save.